Yo, what's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. So, we got some breaking news right now regarding John Fury Headbutt Gate. And John Fury, he gunning for everyone now. He gunning for everyone who is victim weight. Everyone under 200 pounds, he gunning for. And Tony Bellew, Mr. 175, is now in his sights. Let's get to the bars from John Fury.
Let's be respectful to one another. All I can say, you say. What do you think we're going to stand there with our fingers in our mouth, not doing nothing? I'm full of testosterone, man. I'm ready to go 24 hours a day from my boot to the top of my head. That's what I want to do. I want to get in and stuck in. Whip, 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 whip.
They're saying that maybe Tyson not good with small movers. Do you agree with that? That's something that Tony Bellew said in it.
You see Tony Bellew, he'll get a headbutt like he's just got if he comes round me.
Very bizarre. Let's get the thoughts of the man himself.
Oh, people, so we just heard there from John Fury saying Tony Bellew will get a crack as well. And it's interesting. I got another video coming tomorrow. John Fury calls out Carl Froch. Carl Froch said that John Fury's headbutt was despicable. And John Fury said, hey, listen, none of these men will say this thing to my face. And to some extent, I tend to agree with John. That's what I don't like about the boxing media. Yeah? These guys say these things on the internet. They get there, they're around John, and then let's all shake hands and be respectful. John's the same though, all due respect. When John talks the most about AJ, he gets there and tries to blow him. But still, the reason I bring that up is to say, I wish the Bell End would. I wish Carl Froch would. These guys have the clout where it makes sense. Hey John, you do nothing. And better yet, I'm not even saying necessarily a street confrontation. Carl Froch, Tony Bellew, you should call out John. John, I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's have a fight then. Yeah? Never mind, you can headbutt if you want. That's what I'd do if I was John Fury or Carl Froch. I'll say, listen, because to be fair, the headbutt, is actually one of the most, it's a low IQ play. Yeah? You have to be on top of your opponent, literally. You have to be nose touching to headbutt someone. Unless you've got someone on the floor kind of thing, you can have, even then though, why do that? You'd drop an elbow in. So, I can't think of a time when you'd actually use a headbutt in a fight. So, if I was Carl Froch and Tony Bellew, I'd say, listen, John, you're right. I'll tell you what we'll do. Me and you, never mind a big fight, me and you will meet here, 4-ounce gloves, and you can headbutt me. Well, no gloves, bare knuckle. We'll just, next time you see me, John, come put that headbutt on me. I'm telling you now, John, I have a 6-foot radius. If I was Carl Froch and Tony Bellew, I'd say, listen, John, if I see you in a 6-foot radius of me at any of these events, the authorities have already heard you say you're trying to headbutt me. So I'm making it clear now. I want all the authorities to know I'm putting out there now. John Fury has a 6-foot, what do they call it when you get someone, you get an order that says you can't come near them. You can't come within 200 feet of this person. Some sort of order. I've got this order on John Fury. Yeah? He on notice. John, if you were ever within 6 feet of me, I'm assuming you're fixing to implement the things you put out there. And if that's the case, I'm self-defense from that point. That's what I say to John. So make sure, and I'd carry a ruler with me. And if I see John 6 foot, he's getting it. Yeah, I say, sorry, Judge, listen. I was in fear for my life. This guy talk about headbutting me. Yeah? Oh, but you can't just fight someone because they said to headbutt you. He didn't just say it. I've seen him do it. Yeah? Am I supposed to stand there, let him headbutt me, and then kick off? No. Yeah, this is preventative. I whooped his old ass because he said he going to do something, and he showed he has the capability. I didn't ask him to put my name in his mouth, right? It's not Tony Bellew's fault John Fury decided to say he's going to headbutt him. That's how people should treat John Fury, like a punk. Yeah? The minute you get close, just take him out. Strike first. Hey, man. And everyone will be crying. Shane Fury. That's the thing. Shane Fury would do a lot of talking, yeah? But if Carl Froch wiped out John, Shane would turn into a politician. He wouldn't be fighting nothing, for sure. Yeah, Shane Fury would be like, come on, Carl, he's an old man. That's what Shane Fury would do. Shane Fury would not say, me and you going to run it now, Carl. He would not do that. Yeah? Because Carl would chew through John and Shane back to back. That's just what would happen. And Tommy. And Roman. Not Tyson. Tyson's too big. But them 4 in a row, for sure. I'd back Carl all day. One by one by one. All 4 of them. Straight through them like a hot butter through knife. Same as the bell end. Tony would go straight through them all. Yeah, I'm not being funny. Even, or maybe on Tyson Fury's worst day, Bellew might even beat him as well. If that makes sense. I think if Tyson Fury got in there with a bell end at heavyweight on his best day and Fury on his worst day, I'd probably back Bellew to win. We've seen Bellew, he can box. He was doing well with Usyk, and he punched up Big Toe. Big, pretty looking, painted toenail, David Haye, light skinned cat. Yeah? So, that's how people need to treat John Fury now. It needs someone, the caliber and the clout of John, because that's like, civilians, we go jail, right? If we did that, if, for example, let's say I was in Saudi, yeah, and John got close to me and I cracked him, I'll be in jail for 20 years. Fact. Yeah? We know them man ain't messing around with nicks too much at all. They probably have me on some building site somewhere, trying to build something. in some indentured slavery type thing. You best believe it. Oh, this guy's of African descent. He best be building something. They put me in jail / have me doing some construction work for pennies on the dollar. That's what they might have me doing. So I can't go over there and be on the madness. But people like the Bellew, Carl Froch, they can implement these kind of things and get away with it. That's what the point I'm making here. Especially when he's threatened things. Yeah? And people with clout need to start kind of taking this by the scruff of the neck. Because they need to stand up. People like Carl Froch, people like Tony Bellew need to stand up for the average man. Like the Ukrainian cat who got headbutted. He has no recourse. Well, tell a lie. If I was him, I'd be suing. I'm not even corny like that. But John Fury, how else do you get to him? Yeah? John Fury ain't going to fight you one-on-one. That's what he's not going to do, is he? So you have to take him to court, bottom line. Oh, tell a lie. If I was in that Ukrainian cat's position, yeah, I'd put it out there. John, me and you need to run it. Yeah, John, you headbutted me, caught me off guard. Me and you say you're a fighting man. I'm 10 years old. I'm 5 foot tall. I'm 5 foot tall, 10 years old, and 10 stone big. Me and you, let's fight. And John Fury's back ass would drop out. So that's why I say Tony Bellew and Carl Froch need to put on this guy and say, John, you were saying you're going to headbutt something if I got close to you. Don't forget, John Fury is the one who just said, oh, these men, if they was 2 foot in my distance, I'd do this. And if they was 2 foot in my distance, I'd do that. Well, here I am, John. Now what? Yeah? Because it is true what John says. No one says nothing. They don't. Who has ever checked John Fury? When they all see him, they're like, oh, you're right, John. You're right, John. Oh, John, let's take a picture, John. Now he's whack. Ain't gonna lie. If a man talks about headbutting you, there's nothing to shake hands about. At the very least, yeah, the Bellew and Carl Froch, when they see John, need to say, John, you was talking a lot. What you got to say for yourself? Do you want to go outside and let's talk about this headbutt you said you were going to do? That's what should happen now, in my opinion. In my opinion, there should be no politicking between Carl Froch and Tony Bellew and John Fury. It should be straight business. Yeah, I'm not having you talking like you're going to do something, so let's do something now. Me and you. Right now. John. And John's back arse will fall out. Yeah, unless he's got 60 man deep. Which them man, they move like dogs. They only move in packs. John Fury will never be on his own. 60 man deep. Yeah? 60 dogs deep. That's the only way he roll. Fact. Yeah, I've never seen John Fury on his own once. Not once. He's 6 man deep. At the minimum. Bare minimum. 6 man deep. So, but still, again, Carl Froch and Tony Bellew, they have the clout, yeah, but they can put it on John and say, John, on camera kind of thing. John, you said you're going to headbutt me. Let's go outside right now. I got the gloves. Or bare knuckle, however you... I'll give it to him option. I'll give him options. How you want your ass whooped? You want it with gloves on, or you want it bare knuckle, a punch up? Either way you want it. And John Fury would turn to a politician. Oh, I'm an old man now, but 20 years ago, John, you'd have done nothing. 10 years ago. 1 year ago. 10 years from now. 30 years ago. You'd done nothing. Is the fact here. And someone need to check this guy. Face to face. Because people like Mickey Theo and Joe Egan, they don't have the clout like that. They couldn't even get close to John Fury, if that makes sense. They're never going to be in that arena. But Bellew and Froch, they will be in an arena at some point. Or if I was them, they ain't doing nothing, they're retired. I'd put myself in an arena. I'd say, listen, I want to make a soundbite today, and it's going to be John Fury. And I get there to the event, and I'll just stick it right on him in front of the cameras. John, you talked about this headbutt. I'm here for it. What's going on? Yeah, I think your son's going to get punched up, especially if Fury loses. If Fury loses to Usyk, yeah, and Tony Bellew's back Usyk to win, yeah. So if Fury loses to Usyk, I'd purposefully put myself in front of John Fury and said, John, I told you your son will get beat up. Now what? I'm here again, telling you he can get beat up again, even worse, in the rematch. Oops. So who are you headbutting? Let's get to the action right now. That's what need to happen to John. Because it's easy on the internet for John to pretend he's a hard man. No one's ever confronted him. And that's what gives him this thing. He told you, oh, no man will come in my space and I'll nut Tony Bellew too. John would do nothing with Belland. He wouldn't. That's what wouldn't happen. Not one way would John Fury do anything with Belland. No ways. He gets sparkoed. John can't punch. John can't fight. John got no chin. Yeah? He ain't that guy. But the media and everyone around him blow his head up. And no one's checked him, essentially. John Fury runs around unchecked. Yeah? Anyway, before I go, I want to get to the last bit of barrage here.
Our friend.
There was some...
You see Tony Bellew, he'll get a headbutt like he's just got if he comes round me.
Very bizarre.
They're saying that maybe Tyson not good with small movers. Do you agree with that? It's something that Tony Bellew...
So Tony Bellew said he's not good with small movers. I think Fury himself has said, though. Tyson himself has said Cunningham and them kind of tricky guys are harder work for him. So he's not... Bellew ain't lying. I think everyone struggles. Who doesn't struggle with tricky movers? Who doesn't struggle with tricky fighters? Full stop. That's why they're tricky. Tricky southpaw. So, yeah, anyway, let me know your thoughts. People, smash the like button, subscribe, like off the bell. 100%, no doubt about it. Stop it.